This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He's in open space downfield.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success. On first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for a gap. It's Clark. Here's a little room there. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Sellers through the noise. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Looking for the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down. First down and more. Turning it on. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Robinson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
This one in play, first snap of the drive for the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Right back to it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Fourth down, Sellers. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Running inside, it's Clark. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. No, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Stumbled to the ground. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air. It's Mateer. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on him. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Here comes the heat. Throws for the tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got his man on the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. The throw. Punts it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Bringing the heat. Fighting off the defender. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Busts through behind his pad. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sellers. Pressure coming. Gets away. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To throw, it's Sellers. He'll take a deep shot here. Upstairs, he's got it. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Stanford taking on the number 22 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Cardinals engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He makes the grab, makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown Sooners! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game, who's winning, who's getting separation on the outside, who I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage. This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And some room to work. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Fights off a defender.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of this situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
He'll take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the run, it's Clark. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it.
A shot toward the end zone. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. So that'll cost them a down, second and long after the illegal forward pass. Here's Sellers to throw. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Clark. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Now the pitch. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Fourth down, Sellers. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to...
There's a crease. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Breaks the tackle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Midway point of the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Slips a tackle, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Man, that's a killer. 2nd and inches, you want to take a shot and make a big play, but now it turns a third down situation that could have been really good to a 3rd and long, and this offense now has to execute at a high level.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Robinson again. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a give to Robinson. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. He's taking a deep shot. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, you cannot say enough about this defense. The whole game, start to finish, playing so good, limiting big plays, doing everything they needed to do, Palmer, to get the shutout, and most importantly, finish the game right here.
Well, this defense is different, David, I think in a lot of ways. This is their goal every game, and this is what they expect. They hold themselves to this standard. Players were telling us this week, we expect to go into each and every game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Crosses midfield.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Well, it has been a brutal day for this offense. In fact, David, they have put the O into offense, as in zero.
So bad. I like what you did there. I mean, it's been terrible. Nothing's worked, Palmer, all day. You got a little bit of time here left. Maybe try to do something and try to get on the board.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, they might not win the game, guys, but I think if you're the coaching staff, you just want to see something positive happen here at the end that you can at least build on for the next time you take the field.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Sellers. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
13. First and goal, South Carolina.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Going for 6. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going for it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right?